All right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, from the beautiful Sunshine State. Now, I know many of you have been longing to go ahead and make beautiful paradise like this home here in the beautiful Sunshine State, particularly looking in Northeast Florida, right in beautiful St. Johns County that has one of the top-rated school districts in the nation, and of course, has a lot more affordability than what you would experience in, say, South Florida or even Central Florida. Northeast Florida is winning, especially when it comes to affordability, and because we have a less likely incident of hurricanes and storms, a lot of people love and they're flocking to Northeast Florida. So let's talk about the new construction options available in Northeast Florida and whether you should buy now or whether you should wait, okay? I think you'll be surprised by my answer. All right, stay tuned, guys. We're going to give you all the details. Let's go ahead and immediately jump into whether you should buy now or whether you should wait, okay? Now, before we get started, I always like to start with a place of gratitude. Thank you guys for being here. I know you could be anywhere. You could be looking at anything, but you chose to stop by here, and I just wanted to take a moment and say thank you. For those that may be new to this channel and like, who is this lady with the green dress and the beach behind her? My name is Kashira Francis, aka Francis. I am a licensed Florida real estate agent, licensed throughout the state of Florida. I actually was born and raised in the beautiful Sunshine State, okay? And I've actually had the opportunity to live in Northeast Florida, work as a public school teacher for over 13 years before then transitioning, working for home builders in new construction. So I'm coming from a place of experience and then going on to now working in general real estate. So I'm able to help customers throughout the state and throughout, no matter whether you want historic homes, new homes, etc., or to invest, I'm here to help. So let's jump into buy or wait. So right now I'm at this huge conference with some of the nation's top experts in real estate, and what everyone is predicting, that's what I wanted to share with you. So some of the big names like Ryan Serhant is here, and Patrick David. I'm gonna let you see some of the things that they said about the housing market and what is to come and whether you should buy or whether you should wait, okay? Thing I need you to keep in mind, and this is according to the data that we've been learning at this convention, first thing I need you to keep in mind is that real estate is hyper local, meaning that every market is drastically different. So you're going to really have a very skewed and very wrong data to base our market based on what you're experiencing where you live. Guys, our market is so diverse right now. From neighborhood to neighborhood, it's totally different. Like one neighborhood, like for instance, Nocatee has almost 5 months of inventory versus there's other parts of our same Northeast Florida region that barely has 1 month or 2 months of inventory, okay? So it varies from place to place. I just had a customer buy in Shearwater, help them buy a new construction home with David Weekley in Shearwater, and they had to go back and sell their home in Lafayette, Philadelphia. Their house went under contract, all cash, in 3 days. 3 days putting on the market. I have other customers that, tried to sell their home in California, and they haven't had as much luck, or it's taken them 6 months or more. I've just recently helped another customer sell their home in Nocatee, and we went under contract in 5 days, okay? And so to say, oh, this is going on, oh, the market's about to crash, every market is different. So to give a broad prediction that, oh, the market is going to crash, it may be where you are, like based on where you live, maybe that's what's happening where you are, but that does not apply to every market or even down to every neighborhood. Now, let's look at the actual stats and statistics for you to compare.
Keeping in mind that real estate is hyper local, we want to go directly to a local resource like Northeast Florida Associations of Realtors that tracks all of our real estate transactions over our 6 counties here in the area. You can go directly to their website as well to see the information for yourself. Now, again, since we're focusing in on St. Johns County, we're looking specifically at that data, okay? So just keep in mind that out of all of our 6 counties, that St. Johns County has the highest medium average home sale price out of all of our 6 counties due to its top rated school district and resort style neighborhoods. It tends to be just a lot more in demand than our other counties. So the average home price does trend towards the mid to high 500,000s there. Now, other things to keep in mind as you're thinking about whether to buy, whether to wait. Some people are waiting for some drastic crash, but if you see here, in comparison to just August of 2023, the amount of closed out sales, even for August, was up about 12%. Now, other data to keep in mind on this chart here is even out of the sales that closed out in August, 97% of them received what they asked for as far as list price. Where some people are waiting for some drastic price dip, you have to remember if 97% of the homes that closed received what they asked for in their list price, not sure if that's a realistic expectation. Now, this is an important stat to consider here, which is the months of inventory. Now, even if we padded this number a little bit, because not all new construction is listed in the MLS because some builders don't have access to the MLS, even if we pad this number by a month, it's not showing that we're in trouble in the regards that our market is going to crash because we have an overabundance of inventory. If you see here, we're actually up 42% in comparison to this time August of last year, where we only had 2 months of inventory. We now have 4 months of inventory. And to have a balanced market, economists will tell you that we need 5 months or more of inventory, closer towards 7 months of inventory, to start leaning towards it truly being a buyer's market. So let's say we pad that number and it would show more in favor that we're leading towards being a buyer's market, or more of what we call a neutral market, okay? So where it's actually fair on both sides for both buyers and sellers. But I will tell you, with some of these builders right now, they're ready to make some deals happen just because they have a few homes that are sitting on their books that they are ready to get you into and get them off of their books, okay? So think about it when you're thinking about whether you should buy now or whether you should wait. Now, we have something called follow the herd tendencies, because many of you probably have heard that the Fed is set to be adjusting interest rates starting September 18th and maybe another 2 times before the year is out. But if you think about it, if we all wait to when everyone else does, and the amount of people that are in the market now versus the amount of people that will be in the market once the Fed truly adjusts their rates out of all the 3 that are to come, what do you think the market is going to look like? Do you think you're going to have more competition? I think so. So just keep these numbers in mind.
Now we're right at that cusp where we're shifting over in Northeast Florida to being a buyer's market. So right now, the builders, guys, no joke. I'm gonna show you, I'm gonna try to put on the screen so you can see it for yourself, where builders that are, maybe a little bougie sometimes, as we call it, they're now offering to buy down your rate, pay all your closing costs. When I say buy your interest rate down from, say, 6 or 5 down to 4.25. I've had customers right now get interest rates of 4.25 fixed for 30 years. And their closing costs paid. Like, they literally just are giving homes away at this point, meaning that they'll say, hey, as long as you can qualify, we'll buy your rate down, we'll pay your closing costs, because they have inventory that they're afraid will sit. Now, if you watch some of my other videos about new construction, one of the death that freaks builders out is to have homes that are sitting complete, because they've had to pay those trades, the carpenter, the framer, the drywall hanger. They've already had to pay all those people to finish that house. So when that house is finished and it's not sold, they're in the red, okay? So a lot of builders right now are in that place where they're like, crap, we have 4 months of inventory, even though it's still not over, right? Or we have just at 5 months of inventory. We need to offload some of these homes so we can get back into the green. So builders that weren't offering, I've never seen this amount of incentives that builders are offering. Some builders, for one home, they're offering over $130,000 worth of incentives. Like some are throwing in, they'll build you a pool with your house. They'll give you $100,000 towards your design studio credit. They'll help buy down your rate. This is the time. The reason why I say that, if you wait, and as the Fed are scheduled to lower interest rates come September 18th and continue to marginally lower interest rates. Now, what they're predicting from this conference that I'm at with these national experts, they're saying once interest rates adjust to the mid fives, you're gonna see buyers flood the market, because then it's going to be cheaper to buy than it is to rent. And so everyone that's been kind of waiting for the interest rates, all those buyers are going to flood the market. So that little bit of balanced inventory that we currently have in new construction is going to deplete. Let me give you an example. In Beacon Lake, you may have seen me mention this in one of our resort style communities that's right outside of Nocatee. Their home prices were a little high. They slashed some of their home prices by like $40,000. And guess what happened? In a matter of 30 days, they sold 21 homes. No joke.
Now, if you're finding this information helpful as we unpack whether it's a good time to buy now or wait, please be sure to push that like button and the notification bell. We have 2 more points that we're going to unpack, so stay tuned to the very end. Thank you for those that push that like button and the notification bell. Now we have 2 more points as we're running out of time, but we're going to wrap this up really quickly. Now, other things to keep in mind as you're considering whether to buy now or whether to wait. Home sales went up after 9 of the last 11 presidential elections. This chart shows. They actually talked about it in our big convention real estate training that we just had with some of the national real estate gurus from all over. So this is another thing to keep in mind. There could be a high likelihood, based on history repeating itself, that if you wait to even after the election, the home that you're looking at now could potentially be significantly higher, because oftentimes people flood the market after the election. Once our leader in charge has been designated, a lot of people feel more comfortable and start flooding the market all at the same time. So this is another stat to keep in mind.
Other things to keep in mind about whether you should buy or wait. Just remember, Florida is one of the top destinations that people are moving to year after year, month after month. I can't tell you how many calls I get per week of people wanting to move here from literally all over the world. I think my latest international call was from Portugal. I have people from Portugal, Sweden, what was the other last country? Puerto Rico doesn't count. That's U.S. territory. But basically, calls all the time from all over United States and all over the world of people wanting to make this beautiful lifestyle. This is not a green screen. This is real. Hopefully you can hear the pool down where they're partying at the pool. People want to be here. So where you're like, oh, should I wait? Should I buy, etc.? Just know that many people have decided not to continue to wait. They want to go ahead and take advantage of this lifestyle and make it theirs. So you have to be mindful that when you're thinking about when, should, how, etc., that is a factor. The demand, as far as the demand of amount of people that want to live and be in this lifestyle where they get the tax savings, year-round great weather, access to the beach, and just a cheaper quality of life, people are still coming here in droves.
Unfortunately, we are out of time today, but I hope this has given you some food for thought. Don't hesitate to reach out if you want to talk through your particular circumstances and come up with a solution that will best work for you and your housing needs. I'm here to help as your Florida realtor. Stay tuned for the next video.